phase in game number 2. We'll see whether Surprise can pull it out, push it to game 3, or the Vibe can claim it into a sweep. We'll find out sooner or later. Hopefully not later.
Hopefully not later.
Radiant team pick.
Well, we don't have a Lycanthrope ban. We don't know a Beastmaster ban, so I would be surprised.
Cornaga Siren coming in.
No, please! Mercy! Mercy! Everything but the Cornaga! See, that's the most triggering phrase for any caster. Oh, I think this is a Cornaga Siren!
Well, seems unlikely, but we'll find out. We'll see. Windrunner, Jakiro.
10 seconds.
A lot more standard these days. Bit of extra push, bit of extra annoyance in lane, even though the Overvenom has been nerfed. I wonder if it's been nerfed enough to just go straight for Blightstone instead and use that to arrest a little bit more.
I think it is. It is really. It's weak now. It's not 5. I mean, it's 60% or well, not 60. 40% of the damage actually nerfed on the Overvenom. I think Blightstone just is the better alternative at this point. It's like if you have 2 range heroes, then definitely. If you go for if you only have one like one melee hero that can't really harass out, then maybe. But I would still say Blightstone is the better choice now.
Well, for now, there's a Beastmaster that you were calling for in the lobby. So far, they're obliging. Also, very strong offlane, even with the Naga Siren, like if you think about it. Because these actors are physical damage, if I'm not mistaken. And Naga Siren gives minus armor, so pretty powerful combo against most things.
Yeah. So Beastmaster is out. I like it. It works against Wind. It is good for us, and I think we're gonna see like a Wind Range in position 4, just because the Beastmaster Naga Siren is up. It's too much lockdown from the get-go, in my opinion. You already run into a net, you run into the physical damage. Windrun essentially becomes useless. They will you have enough time to throw a net most of the time when you see the Windrun activated. So should be no problem.
Well,
second knock band out. Warlock band out. I like that one. On the other side, 14 surprise, it's a Death Prophet and the Monkey King. Now followed up by the Void from Team Vibe. What could it be? What's the magical hero that holds it all together? Is it a Leshrac?
A Gyrocopter.
I think that hero is dead. Night Stalker is still in the pool, right?
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't think anyone wants to pick up Night Stalker. He seems so weak now.
Would be still good against the Beastmaster. Get to snipe all of these hawks all the time. It's one of the classic counters just to play the vision game, and that needs something like that, or at least some more counter. Actually, Hachiki would run already can deal with that part at least already, so not too worried.
So someone that goes up against Beastmaster doesn't fall victim to him easily. Monkey King is banned out by surprise, so they're not going to run into that trap. I think it's still a good Luna setup, even against Beast, just because you have an additional ranged hero on the lane that deals damage.
Yeah. They didn't already pick Jakira, I would say Witch Doctor.
Radiant team
still looking for that offense hero, I think, but or maybe not.
Call Wind Ranger.
Call Windrunner here with the Tusk. Running around is 4. No flexibility in that so far. Okay, yeah, never mind.
That's the Kingpin pick. That Apophis Shield is gonna be so useful this game. Oh, that's gonna ruin them.
Nice single target lockdown, by the way.
Oh, would be a shame if something happens to it.
Not just with the Abba, but also with the Tusk. And that alone, just snowball saving people.
5 seconds remaining.
Rolling onto the Bane, canceling the Fiend Scope in the meantime, on top of the Aphotic Shield, just roll in with that on top of you, explode right in somebody's face. This is a very powerful combo, which also turns into a mid-wind one, I want to say.
Yeah, I would assume so as well. Offlane is no longer an option here.
Not sure about the Slack pick.
I like it. I think it's fine. It can go up against the Abaddon if you have a Bane on your lane or Nagasari. You just need somebody that has the meat
10
grinder.
seconds remaining.
Can it though, really?
Solo, no way. Solo, you just straight up lose, because Abaddon just hunts you down as soon as he reaches level 3. But I would say with the Bane, he has enough trading damage he can dish out. Like, he at least threatens the trade. Unless this is Abaddon Tusk duo offlane.
Bane, yeah. Of course it's going to be. Like, Bane cannot really be too aggressive, because then he gets caught out with ice shards, and level 1 brain cell will not really save you all that much against that if you can't move out of the way.
Radiant team ban.
I
DK bound out.
don't really see that to be a very strong lane in a 2v2. I'd rather see the Nagasari actually, just because of the tankiness, which would also leave the Beastmaster lane a little bit weaker.
Still wonder how they're gonna round this out in surprise. They still haven't shown their mid pick yet.
Remaining.
With DK bound out, which is reasonable if there's a Wind Ranger. PA bound out.
One of the classical ones against Abba would be OD. Like, moment you pop his ultimate, you just press your Astral Imprisonment, wait it out, and no problem whatsoever. At the same time, you might not want to do that, because Slack, in that sense at the very least, is pretty good against Abba, because if you have the Abba isolated enough anyway, you can still kind of keep it in place and just keep stacking up your Astral Shift throughout that ultimate.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, show me the puck.
Probably not. Queen of Pain actually, or Storm could be good.
Yeah, Queen works just as fine. I think if you go for mid lane here, it's Queen of Pain or Puck. You need someone that dodges out the ice shots. This Wind Ranger will always hit that power shot on you and take a lot of damage. Someone that easily gets out of trouble in the mid.
Dire team pick.
Okay.
Queen of Pain.
Queen of Puck coming out. Good job.
That's not,
team effort.
It's not even close to being a thing.
Well, they do the same stuff on the map. Not true. That's not true at all.
So
anyways, team vibe.
So
looking for the 5th pick.
10 seconds
Still the carry pick open, unless they put the win in the safe position, which I highly doubt is a thing.
Yeah.
You want somebody with lockdown, somebody who jumps on the Queen of Pain and can build into Lincoln Sphere. I don't like to say it, but anti-mage going for an Aghanim's, it is risky, but it might be the pick they need. Vibe is known to go for the late game. Yeah. And like they like to go late game. We know that by now, so AM might be an option for them. Who else is really in there? Troll.
Troll would be decent.
We're missing out on one important hero here, I'm fairly
Morphling?
sure. Yeah, Morphling. Morphling would be okay.
Yeah.
Not the best, but he's okay.
I can do some crazy things. I can turn into Slack.
PL is bound.
Pain, blink around. It's very juicy.
Mirana can work. Have enough defensive front line. Oh, wow.
You may now select
Oh, that one too. I mean, between the two of us, we said like half the remaining heroes.
Yeah, well, wait to say, like we pretty much called all the heroes, so might as well. That's like calling Warlock. That's like saying Warlock will get picked or banned. You're always right.
Pretty good against heroes like Slack, Queen of Pain, people who want to just burst you down and then move on. Like you're just gonna come straight back and as if nothing happened. And then if you still stick around, well, you've probably used your spells, which means you can't do it a second time. So that's the general idea anyway. And
hey, we have both immortals. Woo.
And the later game goes, this will be will get progressively harder for Surprise Gaming to actually kill off anybody. Not just Wraith Kings because of
kill off, yes,
extra survivability.
But I would say they have to bet a late game this time.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's not clear cut by any means, but like the heroes on Vibe, it's not like Abba scales badly either. or Wraith King for that matter. Like especially if it goes like Axe or Refresher, or like any other item where you get super tanky and then just it takes you so long to kill him twice that this ultimate is back off cooldown again. Windrun can do a lot of damage. One thing is the Tusk kind of tends to fall off unless you get super lucky with the Cobx punch talent. Yes, now that's actually gone on here. 4 people and even with the shield. Should be a dead Tusk.
Yeah, he's not in a good spot, you could say. Gets a split kill.
He shares it, that's pretty good.
To 4 heroes.
Also get both of these bound runes. Same time though, Wraith King up top will just ensure Beastmaster has no chance whatsoever of getting his. So it's a 2-for-2 split regardless.
Can't wait for the lore talk. Wraith King versus Queen of Pain. They have great voice lines. Sorry?
What's the law between these heroes? Enlighten us.
No, they just have lots of reference lines where they talk to each other about like succession, like the whole king and queen theme. That's like it's pretty fun when they kill each other. They have lots of voice lines.
Okay. So not actually interested in the lore, you're just interested in funky voice lines. I get it. I get it.
Wow. Funky.
Well, this bottom lane, it's trial lane actually, so which makes this a lot safer for Bane. But it's actually just taking a lot of time to deal with the Tusk. As Dante shows himself. Actually went for the ensnare first, which is not ideal in these situations. Ideally you want to have the Riptide, same with the Rogue with the Nightmare. A bit awkward, but we have a big creeper coming in anyway.
That was
so far so good.
Questionable at the best.
Are we starting this night? Come on, we almost even made the first game without a single tip up until the end, so don't start with it now. But yeah, super fighty lane at bottom, just to get general brawl lane. Plays in favor of Abaddon and Tusk, but you gotta watch out that they don't full victim, because quick Nightmare, especially with the net, you can't really escape them easy enough, like 2 reads, basically.
Oh, what?
Oh, Wraith King here.
He got super low by like them just comboing him up, and then he walks back in with no health. That's just beating away essentially. I guess he's back with full health now, but I don't know if it's really worth it. A lot of offlanes these days say that it is, like you're trading your life for experience time and time again, especially if you're solo like this. At least in that part, it is working alright, and he's gonna hit level 3 off of this. And more.
Bottom lane. Man, this Abaddon, 3 last he's focusing so much on harass. And this Lark is basically has too much farm already. There is a go on him, but yeah, this happens. Just 1 leap away and he's in safety, and he has so much region still left in the pool for him.
Last have been on the tower, but should be perfectly fine with that with the Quelling Blade.
Yeah. Quelling Blade and Slug.
Missing that one, holy hell. I would have missed that one for sure.
Yeah, I hate under tower last hitting. It's the worst. Sometimes you just get a hero with a certain amount of damage, then some tower losses are literally impossible, and they're super frustrating.
That's
especially
just
if you're
knowing whether you have to prepare and click the creep ones or not.
Well,
do the math on that or have the experience.
At least didn't take any damage.
Yeah, I mean sometimes your own damage rolls can screw you up. That's something that you can't change. But yeah, bit of a pull, but I was intercepted. So this is very interesting to retry. But Abba still level 3, Tusk level 2. Not having too much success, especially if they end up giving up the kills. Yeah. Still 6 hours to work with, and another shield only in 10 seconds though. That's not going to be enough, is it? The snowball across. Another shield really exploded though. Even at level 2 and not enough damage to really keep them away. Now Aliman also going to be run down under the tower. Oh, Dante, he could have committed for that. Can take up tower shots very easily as the Nagasaren.
They really wanted to commit for that, but I think Slark pulled the trigger saying, nope, I'm not diving that, and they backed off in the end. I think you're right. I think they could have easily gotten the kill there on additional one that is. Maybe a little bit too scared of the Abaddon TP again.
There's Rogue. There's the Nightmare. Shield from out. Snowball, extra right click. This is kind of combat we were expecting, but now. No, caught in, but they wanted to go for the easy kill first. Ariman, Verify though, keep him alive for now. Last right click's not actually enough. Shields him up instead of himself, but it looks like they can't punish that either. Oh, so close.
Was that
Still 25 seconds
HP?
until the shrine though.
Yeah, and that's a super value shrine for the offlane. Considering that there was only 2 kills happening at 5 minutes in, that they get a good amount of experience, this is going quite well for them. Like, yes, Abaddon only sitting on 8 last hits while the Slark has pretty much free farm is a bit of a problem, but like they on purpose they knew what duo or potentially Charlie awaits them. Actually, get Zeus getting a solo kill here on the Jakiro.
Got it.
Nope.
Ah, I said Zeus and you looked at mid. To be fair, never give him the mid lane. But yeah, just finds him at the rune and hits him down.
Yeah, well, 2 points up an Axis, puts up an Inner Beast, so go for a full-on right-click build. There's a lot of damage. Like, Wild Axis also amp up your right-clicks.
Yeah.
Bottom lane kinda... Yeah, they did go back to the shrines, now they're ready to go once more.
Run at him again. Keep rolling. I like this lane. It's a lot of fun to... It's not only a pleasure to watch, it's also pretty fun to play, I imagine. You have so many tools, especially the snowball that you have with the Apothic Shield. You just diffuse all the CC on the side of Surprise. Like, Net, no problem. Yeah, Nightmare, no problem either. No matter, even if you get rooted on the task and you can't snowball, then you have the Abaddon to bail you out.
So they're trying to bait out as many of these spells as they can. There's one. Holding on to the shield for now, there it is. Just going back and forth, keeping them occupied, let alone just certainly helping out these other lanes. I mean, top lane, Beastmaster could not stand alone. He's been jungling quite a bit. Lane also going decently well here for Catalyst. He'll be getting the CS lead here if he doesn't miss on the tower, and also has quite a few more denies to work with.
Yeah, the mid lane is fairly balanced out. Usually you would see the Queen of Pain as a character pick to the Wind Ranger. I think this is why they wanted her in the mid over other heroes. But it's not really working, because the Shakira was not forced to do anything. Like, his Wraith King is super fine top. He's more of a nuisance there. He's not level 6 on Wraith King as well. There's a stun flying out.
Go again, the slow to follow up. Another stun in a couple of seconds, and this is a dead beast monster. Even without that. It's a powerful Wraith King in the one position like that. You can just initiate yourself whenever you want. You don't rely on your supports to try and come in from behind first, even though of course that was part of that in this particular instance.
Yeah. The Wraith King in the composition, I like it. He's going for the armlet as well, so he's gonna hit really hard. We just saw it in the last game with the lifestealer, where he was a big problem for the Slark with all the damage he had and survivability. Wraith King just makes it worse because he can essentially do it twice. The only thing he has to watch out for is that he doesn't fall victim to like a cheeky fiend script taking his mana. Same goes with the Slark that reduces his mana pool a little bit when he hits him. Might even be a game where you want to go for something unorthodox like a Diffusal on the Slark. Up until level 20. It's not too bad against the other heroes either. It's okay against the Abaddon.
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. The push coming out. The catapult dropped quite low here with the axe spam. Survived for a long time. Yeah, there's still a 5-minute catapult finally coming into play. Will end up being sniped. Mid, looking forward, and just poking, prodding, but Catalyst has to be a little bit more careful now. Smoke already up to level 7, 3 points up on the Scream of Pain. Together with the ultimate, that's enough burst damage to bring it down very easily. Turn though, she has to be careful not to be shackled up, but there's actually no shackle shot just yet, so maybe not a problem.
Yeah, no shackle shot. He's getting full for the burst bolt. I think that's the right call. needs to be able to just finish off the Queen of Pain. And, well, you know the range of Fire Shot, even if she blinks out, you're never safe. Fire Shot is just crazy on the range, to be honest.
Naga Siren? What are you doing here? I'm being spotted out by a ward here. There's one ward for each team on this exact same spot.
This is a pretty...
Try and help out the kill against Catalyst, but Adiman. For the interception here, no
shots.
Slow, but not really all that effective against Naga.
In the meantime, Wraith King will finish his armlet after, well, this creep wave has it up and running. He still needs security, however. 4 charges on the Mortal Strike. He did max out on the Wraith Fire Blast over the Mortal Strike. We usually see the Mortal Strike max just to have that skeleton, because the moment he kind of turns into a miniature lycanthrope there for a second. If there's no hero on your lane and you push your tower, the skeletons just finish the job for you. Especially after all these changes, they don't die easily anymore.
Magic resistance up to 50%.
Yeah, buffs over buffs. I still like the old one more, where you had to crit. The instant kill on the cruise felt so satisfying. It was a little bit strong, however. And yeah, I think Valve clearly said, no, we do not want jungle heroes back, thank you. I mean, to be fair, that was the main reason for that buff, for that nerf, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Whenever I tried to do that, I crit unlasted, or when I would have gotten lasted anyway on every single creep, but...
Yeah, I mean, it is about the lifesteal at one point, but... I agree, it can be frustrating, it's super RNG. But everybody likes RNG heroes, right?
It's only a few heroes that are supposed to have a lot of RNG in them.
The only one I accept is Ogre Magi. Oh, he's taking a beating top by the Wraith King. He can no longer go on this lane. The moment he shows up, he catches his stun, and with the arm hits, he takes so much damage. Has been done and finished up, however.
I mean, he's one of the heroes that can still go through jungle relatively efficiently. With the axe spam here, with that extra damage.
There comes the axes. Not that good anymore. Skeletons did have a lot of health now, or at least a little bit more. Can't survive the level 4 axes.
Can't one-shot them even with physical damage. Down bottom, hero actually surrounding his base. Try and put them slack a little bit, but of course he's already level 8. Can be left alone and still sustain himself quite easily. Yeah, Smoke and Catalyst is still just threatening each other in mid, but no one's ever pulled the trigger on any big ultimate play. You'd imagine Smoke to try and do that, but Catalyst has been able to keep himself at a decent amount of health points to make this not necessarily reliable. Don't say my name, they isolate him inside. Block the smoke here, and a couple more right clicks will be necessary, but they will find him. That is interesting.
Fit for a queen.
They locked him in despite his ultimate making him survive for so long.
Yeah, this is a nice kill to get, especially on this dual lane. Oh, well, I guess it's considered a tri lane now. Poor Jakira, he's just not needed. He has more levels than the Abaddon though, despite him being the farming hero. Well, he's recovering. Can't underestimate the Beastmaster. It's a little bit inflated on his last hits due to the wild axes. Yeah, he's... Is he? No, he's moving. Okay. Thought he was going for the dual camp, but... Gonna make the rotation. Has the Tribal Roar up. But he has the full medallion. That is a lot of damage.
Purchase only used a second ago here, but his Slark advance will not be blocked. He doesn't have anything to play with here. The Macropyre, well, helping out. Not enough for Adiman, potentially here. Shields already used, but there's another one available for him. Adiman even survives. Now the screen script straight off the bat, but Dante gets the right down first. And they're still gonna get this Bane. Snowball, taking away the Nightmare, and it's a triple kill for Nono. Just like that, and you can't just engage with an Abaddon like that.
Yeah, I think Abaddon is now back in the game. That looked really good for him. That's a lot of money he just got. Like in the mid lane, they got a little bit of a retribution kill. Zeus made the rotation on the Beastmaster, finding the kill on the Wind Ranger finally with the Queen of Pain together. But at the cost of a slug and a triple kill to the Abaddon, I don't think that's where you want to be.
This Abba is a big part of their continued game, essentially. Just because for exactly that reason, it's keeping people alive. continuously doing damage. Eventually, perhaps even with the Radiance. Until then, just with Folic Shields, extra right clicks. Curse of Avernus is also quite powerful if you're trying to burst somebody down and stun up, especially for the Wraith King.
Yeah.
He gives you actually quite a bit if he has that level of farm and experience.
Talking with the Wraith King, close to Blink Dagger, 400, 500 gold away, has the armor finished up, moving towards the top lane. There's 3 heroes sitting, waiting for the Jakiro. And a Fiend's Grip on cooldown, 40 seconds. So no Fiend's Grip. Have a auto.
Was there for a second, but deciding to just cut all of these trees. Now, stun up on a Bane. I don't think I actually want to fight this Wraith King though, and that means they'll just have to give up the Bane. Is it gonna be enough though? Catalyst, walking forward here, Shackle, not latching on anything though, and now, potentially a Smoke Custom on the ultimate to throw out, and that isn't Snowball! Dodging some of that, but not enough to actually keep by Wraith King from using his ultimate, but... No. Not the most effective stunning wave. Would have gotten either of these kills anyway.
Yeah, like I think they overcommitted just a little bit on the Wind Ranger. She was already dead. Stop hitting her. She's already dead. But I don't know. Wraith King with the slow, they got to kill on Nargis. Overall, this is worth for Vibe. With the triple kill together, they now did swing the slight 1k gold lead from Surprise back in their favor.
He also picked up his Blink Tag after that. He's waiting inside the trees. Hoping for someone to show here for the reveal. It's wasting a lot of time if no one actually does show.
Bane
can still turn into a very easy kill.
Oh no.
Making his way straight in there. He's saw him. There it is. Blink forward, stun. Actually dodged, but a nightmare. But, well, that's the Fiend's Grip immediately cancelled.
Yeah, that did go from 0 to 100 to, I guess. That Ice Path ruined his day.
Fiend's Grip animation didn't even come out. That's how fast that was. Once again, close to the same take, and there's another Blink forward into a stun shot on the money here, and Dante, well, that's a big crit to finish the job. By Awakening, he's playing very active Wraith King, not going for this boring, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy Midas into Radiance.
Well, who buys Midas?
It's been very effective so far.
Oh, please never buy Midas on Wraith King. I'm a firm believer that with skeletons, if you just go for like raw damage overall, you just have more farm speed without the Midas. And yeah, thank God he's getting...
Wraith Kings.
I will, don't worry, we will.
Nope. There it is, Blink stun. Need a little bit more. Partial already used.
Only had the shackle. Wasn't in range. Yeah, so he's going for the Radiance next on the Wraith King. He's gonna have it, or I would assume he has it as a decent timing. Wow, the walk-up. I have a ward here. That was not the smartest play, by the way, because this is an easy D-ward. Yeah, there you go. Free money for the Jakiro.
Yeah, I'll be happy about that. The Radiance, still think either for him or the Abba. Either way, like you can get a little value out of that in every single play, because both of these heroes, as we talked about it, they're very, very hard to kill. Slark. Don't want to fight into that. He realizes it too.
Yeah, skeleton too strong. Doesn't have to taunt though, sadly. It's so fun when they dance.
Oh,
dominating. Oh no. Yeah, they just go for more trading here. They have to dominate the creep, and they also have the satire, so all of these will have a little bit of additional region on the creeps. That does help out quite a bit. Liquefy up and running as well. They should be able to do a seizable amount of damage on this.
Want to take a fight though, same name. Looking for Claw on the backlines first. Try and burst him down. Meanwhile, Blink stun from the Wraith King here, looking for the Bane, and critting him down. Sonic Wave for the ultimate, not really all that effective once again, and by Awakening still has his own ultimate to work with. Whatever he wants. Just surprised to see him blink in the second here, especially same name, he heals himself, but the stun will be dodged. Back a second time, Nono's still alive and start throwing out some shields. But that one's kind of healthy, especially if Nono himself ends up dropping it. Actually, yeah, there's his ultimate, gets quite a good amount of health back. So do bring down the Naga Siren, but ultimately by Waking, had to go for a bad way.
That
no support in this direction, so let's get brought down despite the armor toggles.
Yeah. Was some good taunting, actually. Managed to stay alive for quite some time, but in the end, didn't really favor them. They lost 1,600 gold in this engagement, especially with the big streak that the Wraith King just give away, and he also gave that away to the Queen of Pain. That might be just what she needed to decisively win over the Wind Ranger. The Wind Ranger already in the bottom 5 of the net worth. Queen of Pain now dominating net worth chart, 200 above the Wraith King. And yeah, he yields up, Veil up, and going for the Lincoln Sphere next. And with these tools, he will not get captured easily whatsoever.
Thing is though, like, one thing that I'm worried about is that Windrunner took the mid tower at the same time. Like, you haven't seen Catalyst really join into these fights just yet. And once he has the Blink Tech up and running, you have Blink, Focus Fire, Maelstrom. Like, they're still doing well enough in these fights that I gotta worry for how well they're gonna do once that changes. Once the Windrunner says, "Hey, I'm part of this game too." Now, the blue skirmish here, the punch up on the Slag. This is gonna be ultimate off. Might meant to keep Abba away. So that's a TP out.
Ooh, not even close.
Wasn't worried at all.
Are you a fan of the change on the Wraith King that he's going for the Desolator over the Radiant side? Abaddon did switch to the Radiant, so he's going for it instead. But it will mean they have a really late timing on it, however.
Yeah. Either way, it doesn't really matter who gets it, in my eyes. It's, as long as one of them has to say my name. Catalyst, yeah, I can get that kill, no wind gun. From a couple of these right clicks, so good snipe.
It's the army bottom. Run, my creatures, run, my skeletons. Get him, get the evil tower. And it's fortified.
Your middle's fallen in your turn, top lane still being defended by the hero. We'll lose the tier 2.
Oh, the creep. The creep.
Oh, Song of the Siren, keeping Dante alive. Defensive use that you're not really happy about.
They almost got the Centaur stun actually on Naga Siren and set up, get the song right in time. And that's not a decision you make lightly. Do I really song because the Centaur Conqueror is actually running towards me?
Especially with Naga, like,
yeah.
You can make the argument that it's better to die and keep hold of that cooldown for a situation that can maybe turn things around. Take a team fight on the back of it rather than just using it to keep yourself alive, not to someone else. That's more important. But it is what it is. Perhaps the timing for Vibe to try and exploit. They do have another Wraith King also to work with. They're only level 1. Let's put the second point into it, yeah. Instead he doesn't commit.
Tusk hitting at level 10. XP or gold? It is the XP. Kinda redundant. I don't like it. Like, he was almost level 10, now he's 11. He could have waited for a second and then have the 40% with the turn.
Oh yeah.
That's inefficient. Inefficiency! I sometimes just bunker them up on Warlock and wait for minute 20 and then like you hit that XP and then suddenly I'm level 20.
Ads was ranting to me about that same thing because Zeroscape was doing the same thing. And on that level 10 you can make the argument, yeah, hold on to the book, but level 15 or later XP talents is really not worth it. Yeah, fight goes on, no, all he uses ultimate does have enough shield to work with as the turn-on comes in, Adamant giving his own life because that's a roar on the Wraith King. He's burning some mana here with the Necrobox, but beautiful ice path into the Macropire. Still looking to fight, and there's 10 stick charges available here. Trying to turn things around. No more mana burn. Throw the stun, still have his ultimate, and he'll just pop it now. Slowing everybody down. Can they take this fight?
Oh, back
here. Linking back, stay my name, looking to finish off Claw. There's the Shackle, there's the Ice Path. Fall was there with the stun. Slag, he's giving his own life for it. For nothing in particular, really.
That was a really good call, backing off there on the Wraith.
This might the fight very much worth it for Vibe. Unless they take another bad team fight without the Wraith King ultimate later on. This is
yeah, it is level 2 now.
Still attached to it.
We'll come out on a little bit earlier. He has the Desolator finished up for him. So extra damage, extra armor reduction, which is needed against the Medallion from the Beastmaster, as well as the Naga Siren already stacking up, well, having a lot of armor in general. Same goes to the Song, so yeah, Desolator works.
Take the Arcane Rune, he says. Gonna get a chance here, Queen of Pain. That in her bottle. There's also a few heroes smoked up behind that. Another wall available, they only see claws, so that would be the target. Then would be one that you would be very happy to give up. And not even get it, smoke with slows, but so straight into the dual breath.
Yeah, they don't have a
my name though, is Adiman. Snowball comes out. Will only delay the inevitable. All the way down there to the south. And Catalyst, beautiful double shackle, but it's the entire 5-man lineup, and you don't have everyone available. Especially after the death here. By Awakening is just more confident. Pushing down his bottom lane. Still 20 seconds before the ultimate comes back. Have to give up a bit more. Same name. This night. This is kind of slog play that you want to be doing at this stage in the game. The shield too early. Nono still has that ultimate available. But now the Fiend Script continues to lock him down. The shackle to cancel. Now by Awakening says hello. The stun. A bit of follow up here. Now the song. Perfectly timed. Keep saying my name alive. Can they get anything else off of that? Even dodges that power shot. Are you kidding me? Might still end up being caught. Keeping out. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. But still.
He had the come at me status, and in the end he still died. Was a pretty good dodge. 3 gold.
Not a help creep, unfortunately. It was just the level 4 of the wild action neutral. So only
which still should be gold. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't last forever, so that's the reasoning behind that, I guess.
Well, so does Necrobook, but I still think they should fix it like maybe give it like 80 gold flat. That would be fair. Would be a good compromise. I think it's really too spammy that you don't have any drawback on your stuff. Like even the Hawk doesn't give that much money, and it's tanky for some heroes. But hey, here's the counter push. They have skeletons and a blink dagger.
Blade also certainly gonna help out quite a bit. There's no song again. There's no Fiend Script. Both your tools unavailable with Vipers, everything ready to go.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They have access to it right now anyway. They should be able to bring down this tier 2 without much of the else. Almost breaking out to check the latches, maybe they engage as it stands. And is happy taking that tier 2. Enfeeble, up to level 3 now. It's something that we haven't actually talked about. He's maxing it out over the Nightmare. In a game like this, where most of your damage is coming from single target, from single heroes' right clicks, it's actually going to be quite effective. I mean, against Windrunner as well as the Wraith King.
Yeah, against the mid-range, it's especially powerful. Wraith King kind of gets away with it because he has so much damage. Yes, it's a big reduction, but eventually you have like a BKB or you go into like that, and then you don't fall victim to the Bane as easily. But Wind especially, like you might get Nightmare into Enfeebled, and then you're useless in the fight and have to back off.
Yeah.
They don't really have that traditional frontline. That's the problem with going for the Wraith King in the core position. Now, if you don't want to be the frontliner, the sacrificial one.
Catalyst, they can burst him down. Too greedy. Say my name, just continues to find these kills with the Shadow Blade and keep opening themselves up to that. Now without the Windrunner, okay, they're just gonna go straight in. The Raw tanked up on the Wraith King. So is everything else here. The Fiend Script, not being cancelled up by the Snowball. Same name almost dies, but not quite. And this is Song of the Stone, actually keeping the Wraith King alive, but also making sure that everyone else gets out of here. Easy money for Nono as he gets his up the Necrobook, and now by Awakening jumps in again. Armor targeting his way, still has the ultimates pop. Doesn't want to do it right now if he can help it, but he does. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, Adiman, a little bit too far forward here for the rest of his team. They have to try and catch up. Another shield. Doing some damage, but not really killing anyone off just yet. By Awakening, just need another blink, but the Urn of Shadows trigger on top of him means that he can't. Now, no, with the other ultimate, would be able to heal up on the back of that. As Vibe finally say, no, enough is enough. They have too much sustain, they have too much power. Surprise Gaming. With the decisive victory here in this engagement.
Just lift everything up. Here comes the Beastmaster. Just gonna hit your tower, don't mind me.
Magpie available in the second. A beautiful shackle on the Queen of Pain. This could be something, but the Lincoln Sphere means that you cannot actually follow up with the Rayfire Blast.
Yeah, and Ice Star on cooldown. They do back off. It was kind of the warning shot. Do some damage on the tower. Getting out of the fight with a 4k gold lead and, well, some warding in the base, which will get dewarded eventually, but they do come out ahead out of this trade. And looking at the Vibe lineup, like, we expected them to actually, like, win those early game fights. And now it ends up them being on the back foot.
They're just way too uncoordinated. Target fire is not there. And this fight started with the Windrunner being bursted down earlier, just being caught out. They could take a full 5-on-5 team fight if they can manage to stick together during it. Things look a little bit different, but they keep being caught out one by one by the Slark and feeding him more and more. It's gonna get easier. I mean, he has the BKB freshly completed, MKB next on the list. He's not even the only farmed hero. I mean, Queen of Pain sitting at even more net worth than he does. And the Beastmaster, Blink, Roar, Necro level 3, Medallion Turret, that's everything you need to provide a lot of damage output in these fights as well.
Yeah, it is looks certainly pretty grim for Vibe. They're going for the smoke gangs now. I think this is the absolute right move. Especially because they kind of did show off the Tusk a little bit. They have a rough idea where he is. So the Queen of Pain, for example, is completely unsuspecting here. But they have to time this extremely well.
By waking just a little bit.
Oh no.
Going on the stun. Oh, perfectly timed here, but the Roar, the ultimate, the BKB is still coming out in the end. Sonic Wave. A lot of damage here by awakening with the second life, but oh, beautiful ice path here into the Magnifier, but it's gonna be enough. He's trying to fight against Say My Name, but he can't. Doesn't have enough damage. So once again, no one will drop, and it is time for an aggressive Song of the Siren for once. Naga Siren isolates Adiman. Meanwhile, Say My Name finds Abba in the backlines here, and beautiful snowball up to the high ground, but well, the Scepter.
Oh, he gets out
on cooldown, so actually gets out.
I gotta say, this positioning on the Frozen Sigil on the high ground just to have the emergency snowball and some next level play. That was before the song as well.
Some good defensive snowballs, some good ice path necropies, but just not enough. I would not have thought that Surprise Gaming at a 1 second sustain for all of these fights, but they can. Just an earn really, and just defensive utility from the Slark. He was able to right click away for so long. I mean, 33 SHF stacks. At this point in the game, that is very impressive indeed. Just due to the nature of the Wraith King, just having 2 lives to jump through like that without being able to really threaten him in turn. Now, go again, another BKB, another ultimate. Finish up the racks first. Don't want to take a fight or get out Rogue. Looks like he's a sacrifice. Zeus, better with TP. This one will be cancelled by Yul. Just in the nick of time. So that'll be a secondary casualty, not before he puts the range tracks in range for the cat to finish off that.
I know, like that's a full racks on this. Vibe has been in that position before, but this time they don't have the late game lineup in comparison. We talked about it at the very early in the very early game in 5 minutes or something. Slag Beastmaster. They will now come into effect. There's the point where your Markiplier doesn't do enough damage, where your Wraithkin cannot just one-hit people anymore, even though he's ahead. Yeah, they're falling behind in all aspects.
They do have that BKB on Wraithkin now, which is the one timing that they have left still. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure in that last fight in mid, there must have been Enfeeble involved or something, because Wraith King was clicking away at Slark for the longest time, but he barely did any damage. So people coming in big, but now can at least get rid of that with the BKB. You can't use heroes like that. Silence, follow from the Orchid. Actually completed on the Queen of Pain.
They just don't have any answer to the Slark to lock him down. Like, he's not even forced to use his speed that efficiently. The only thing they would have is like a Walrus Punch into a really good shackle to prevent the Slark from toggling off any stuns, but other than that, what do you do? Like, Ice Path is too slow, like Slark just jumps or runs around it in the animation. They're gonna give an Aegis away now as well. That might go to the Slark, I believe it will. I just want to give it to Beastmaster, but the Slark with an Aegis is a deal breaker, and or more like a high ground breaker, you would say.
I mean, so for the ultimate, 10 seconds. By the time you reach high ground, you'll get that. You still have to maybe think about pushing out some of these lanes. Bottom is a bit of an issue. That has been pushed out by Wraith King. Yeah. They will hit high ground with his Aegis sooner or later. Also hit heroes very quickly, very fast. With some extra magical damage. Monkey King bar completed as well.
Yeah.
Since we last talked about it.
Give some extra leverage over the Wind Ranger. Same goes with the Wraith King. There's the Radiance completed fairly soon, so it already has an answer. So I think it's a really good item for him this game. And he can afford to go for more offensive items and even skip out on his Guardy to go for like Silver Edge, simply because he's gonna kill him. Like, you press Dark Pact and you're invulnerable for the next 3 seconds. You always have the ultimate, on top of that you have BKB. You have all answers you want. There's not much that kills you. The only thing that would be a deal breaker would be the something like a Sheepstick, but nobody's even close.
Well, smoke's threatening a little bit already. Power shots start to come out, trying to whittle away at these creeps. But yeah, you do have some decent high ground defense still, like power shots, ice shots. That's match Akira. It's gonna be down to Surprise Gaming to actually commit, pull the trigger, and initiate. Let's see if they can pull it off. Slack, he's on the way now. Radiance is completed. Not the ideal item in this situation. Like, it was fine if they didn't throw away so many teamfights, or if they didn't get caught out as much. But now he's starting to feel a little bit behind. Like, he's not as viable and doesn't quite have the ability to stay in these fights as much as he wants to. So he's already committed to that item build, so there's no way he can change it around.
Yeah, he's sitting there.
Mid. There's a shackle. Let's jump out though.
Free time.
It's even you on Slack. It's just.
Queen of Pain bottom.
Meanwhile, but an engagement down in bottom lane. Queen of Pain going to be saved. Catalyst with the BKB out as well, so that's in cooldown now. And again, they cannot kill anybody for a number of reasons here. They're going to try again, but jump out. Oh, the stun. Maybe spoke too soon, but that's just the Aegis. This is why he's got it. Made out stuns, made out shackles, and now Vibe. Well, what do they have left? Another blink,
oh no,
stun on
the Hawk.
I don't know what that was on. The Hawk, oh my gosh, no. Of all things, always to miss your stun. The Hawk is not something that you're happy with.
To be fair, the hitbox is enormous and it was hovering over the Queen of Pain. That's just really unfortunate.
I think back in tier 3 it was where stunned the ball.
Yeah, I remember that.
By breaking out, task with a Bible already, but save my name, just blinking away at this Wraith King. This time he will die and he will come back. Rogue would isolate you from the rest of his team, so he will drop. Sacrificial land, but oh, same name, he has other plans. Want to go back in without? Oh, he purged off the stun, which will connect after the jump here. Now, this is where he's gone too far. This is where he's become too greedy. The rest of his team was already back enough. He's probably thinking without BKB, without ultimate, then even tanking the stun. This time he's Dark Pact.
Yeah, that did cost them, like, did this kind of after initiation or this after fight pretty much cost them 1,600 gold. They did only get a T3 in the mid lane. Like, they did not accomplish any notable damage on the Rags. This was a big mistake, considering this was an Aegis push from the start and they're so far ahead. They had to get more of this. At least they should be able to lock down the top shrine, but you really needed more of this. Like, that was not acceptable.
Only one buyback and only on the task. And now give up quite a bit of space. Yeah, Wraith King already well on the way pushing things out. No can think about doing that himself after recharging, picking up some TP scrolls and whatnot. So giving over quite a bit of the advantage that could have been building back over to Vibe. And I mean, yeah, we said it before, they've been in these situations where they kind of are behind, then turn it around to the late game anyway, because they're able to hold on for long enough.
this is... I don't know, like, they're still in control of the pace of the game, in my opinion, especially with the Queen of Pain being so massive already. Like, look at the items. Like, after Shiva's up and running, she has everything. The only thing missing is a Bloodstone and then Boots of Travels. And he has a lot of money in the bag. Might even transition slowly into physical damage at this point.
Yeah, but some with the Travels can also replace the Veil with something like Scythe.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Sheepstick is needed. I think what Queen wants to go for, instead of Veil, go towards that MKB, so you have another sort of anti-evasion. It tends to stack up, because you have that Abaddon with the Radiance, you have the evasion from the Windrunner, so, and eventually might even the Wraith King going for evasion. Oh, never know. Never know.
Could be.
Not the worst idea to go for MKB prematurely.
I'll take that.
Invisibility.
Alright, Bounty Runes, Scar the DD rune as well. Both teams actually have the Blink in. It's secured by Awakening, but now he's being called. Also pop the BKB. Raw didn't quite get the vision for it in time, by the looks of it.
They're scared going up high ground. I can understand them, but hey, they forced the BKB. This was also 9 seconds, down to 8 now. And the cooldown. 1 minute, no BKB.
Also want to say it's worth it keeping that DD out of the hands of the Slug. Either way, it's not ideal by any means. Man, bottom lane. Gonna be pressured. Makes a lot of sense, last in tier 3. If you win the fight there, you can transition it very easily into a mid set of racks and playing Mega Creeps, but you have to win that fight first. It's starting to get a little bit more dicey. Brave King, level 22, Abba level 20. Radiance Bone continues to be going, and all of this high ground defense that we already talked about earlier.
Worthy tribute.
Beastmaster, he has so much control already, but he never finds the jump on the high ground. Like, he's always the backup initiation, you could say. So far, it has been Slark and Queen of Pain running up, trying to force that stuff and then basically phase out of the fight again. But they haven't had that big Beastmaster ultimate out of Wind Ranger or something to lock her down. She did not even go for Lincoln Sphere, so she's a really good target for the Beast.
Well, hiding that time, stuck in their own high ground for the most part. Literally Tusk, who's just daring enough to push out the bottom lane. Only taking care of top, and Super Creeps pushing in. Brave King going for the AC. Do you think that's the right idea, or do you need to prepare for the later parts of the game and something like a
well, I think it is. If you go for that AC that is going towards the later stages of the game, it gives you something, because Slark naturally has a lot of armor. You want to further reduce that. You also know that the Queen of Pain just finished up a Shiva's Guard, which is a huge bonus to the amount of armor, and it reduces the attack speed of all enemies nearby by 45. Meaning your AC actually kind of negates that effect a little bit by giving 25 to all your allied units in range. So I think overall the AC is the better item against this configuration of heroes on the side of Surprise, but he needs to get it fairly fast, because he needs to transition to the next item directly afterwards. He has been struggling to survive after all.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, being stuck in your base like this, very little farm actually coming your way, especially with the top lane already. Lost to racks, it also means that any creeps that are making it to high ground are worth half as much in both gold and experience. So the longer the game goes, the longer it continues like this, I should say, the more golds Team Surprise Gaming can stack up. We already see it. I mean, it was 10k after the last big skirmish, now it's up to 16k advantage. It's farming the entire map on top of all the lanes.
Still getting sieged in.
35 seconds on the Roshan clock. Quite a long time that was too, so they should be figuring out that it's about time.
Full BKB for the Queen of Pain. It's time to go for the defensive item. More defensive items for the Queen. Lincoln's Yule Shiver and BKB. Wow. That's formally known as the no thanks, I don't need damage build. I mean, if it works, right? As long as they don't kill Slug, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you stay alive, continue to be a threat and divert resources that they would otherwise have to use to kill the Slug, and surprising as well, yeah, it's absolutely worth it. Because he's all the damage that they need. You can say like these fights just keep stacking up with the Essence Shift, and it's about to hit level 25 too, so extra 2 minutes on the duration of that. That's quite something.
Alright. Next rage it is. Cheese to be claimed.
Oh. No way to contest it. But the only chance right now is somehow to defend high ground.
Immortality.
Somehow not give up too much.
No, you can. Wave to the Slug. I know, like, again, they didn't really have that pushing here. At least this time they try and compensate with the Naga Siren, building up that Meteor Hammer. But I can't understand why they play so carefully. I mean, this is their elimination game. 19k, go ahead. Right? Yeah, they have a Beastmaster, but he wasn't really effective so far. He isn't 25 just yet. Also, not really the pushing items beside the Necrobook. It's... I know, like, Beastmaster falls really quick against the Wraith King jumping on him. So you never stay in the front line.
I'll pull the trigger eventually. Just keep the Slug there. Beastmaster perhaps on range to give him that aura buff up. What's the aura of the inner beast anyway? It doesn't show actually.
Regeneration.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it doesn't show range.
900 is like...
It is fairly slow. Yeah, it like basically it's like this distance.
Well, here we go. Focusing mid, no one on the front lines with Radiance, they're just gonna ignore him, but perhaps that's not the best idea. Same name actually doing quite a bit of burst damage from the shields, from the power shot. It's only a matter of time until they can poke and prod everything to death. There's no Lich armor this time.
Yeah, you don't have a Lich, you don't have a Treant. The thing you can rely on is actually fighting and not letting them hit your tires, but slowly but steadily, unhealable damage.
He's coming in, that's gonna be farmed up. Easy money. Get the one last hit though, but you know, mid-haste, Space Parade, same my name. It's rain tracks down, Nightmare. Help the Queen of Pain out, the BKB to turn this around with a Sonic Wave from 2-3 heroes. Won't start just yet on either side. That's not their plan. The plan is just to create space for Say My Name. His own Lincoln Sphere protects himself. Oh, the roar actually reflected by the Lewis Orb. That's quite nice. Still Slug wrecking away and recovers his own BKB. That's tossed down. He's not coming back. The only one without buyback. 80 gold short. Try and finish up some more of these heroes. But, well, there's the song. Meteor Hammer.
I have a Meteor Hammer.
Catching both of them. Abba still has his ultimate to work with Shakira, of course. No defense utility like that. Same name though, well, he's just perfectly happy to right-click away. 17, 18, 19, Essence coming back as by Awakening. Back from that himself, but he can't fight this. Look at his damage. He's continuing right-clicking away very fast and very hard. And yeah, Windrunner certainly feeling that. Instant buyback and by Awakening, well, he made his way back to the path. Has to heal up. In the meantime, there's more space for them to kill his friends, polluting the Abba. Ultimate, oh my god, just a second until he came back. Oh, look, say my name. He doesn't want to die because he doesn't want to give up his Essence Shield stacks. They force out more and more buybacks. They did lose Beast, they did lose Bane. Say my name. Back into it. Yeah, it's a buyback on the Windrunner. With the BKB up, no problem whatsoever against Shakira either.
GG.
Yeah, there's no way they can withstand against this avalanche.
150 GLT. 50 Essence Shift stacks. Ouch. Pulling it back. I did not expect this.